What is good, YouTube? Another quick hitter. We're going to talk about Jeff Green signing a 1 year, $2.5 million deal with the Washington Wizards. This is a team that won 43 games last year, finished as the eighth seed, had a major injury to John Wall. They got off to a mediocre start, never really got going. John Wall injury only derailed the season even more, ended up making them play a harder team in the first round just because of that injury. And when John Wall came back, he did not look the same. Bradley Beal looked amazing. Otto Porter showed that he can do more things besides shoot a corner three, but he needs to continue to expand his game. But this is a pickup that, like I said about Dwight Howard, um, it just strengthens their bench and give them a little bit more versatility. Now they got a guy that can play the three or the four in small ball lineups, and on top of that, he can switch, so you don't have to worry about it when you got Bradley Beal and John Wall and Otto Porter, and sometimes you can have Jeff Green out there. You can switch everything almost because you have Dwight Howard now. And he's not the defender that he used to be, but he allows you to switch everything because he still is athletic and mobile for his size, which means this team could be a little tough. But I definitely told you guys that a lot of players on this team, they needed to strengthen their bench. They have one of the weakest benches in the league to me, and this is a good piece because at least he's a good player. He's not a trash player. He's not garbage. He's still not a three-point marksman. Still not a knockdown three-point shooter. Still not the best offensive guy, but he is an NBA player, and he's a guy that can come in and contribute. He came off a season last year where he averaged 10 points. He can get out in transition, get dunks and layups. He can get to the free throw line. He can give you a occasional three, and he can have big games every once in a while. He's not going to have a consistent dominant game. He's never been a franchise player. He's never been a great player, but he has been a solid player, and that means he was a bust, but at the same time, he still is good enough to be on the roster and make a contribution, and you only paying him $2.5 million, and you only signed him for 1 year. He's not a part of the bigger picture. He's not a steal. He's just a good player that was available. They made a move to get him, and it bolstered their bench, something that they've been lacking, and it adds more versatility. And remember, they even got Kelly Oubre too, who I think they're going to bring back, and that just gives them another forward. This is a wings league, and you want to have as many as you can to a certain extent. Because if you got a superstar, you only need one or two. But I like this pickup. They needed some more depth. They needed some more spark off that bench to go with Dwight. I mean, well, not really Dwight, but with Austin Rivers and Jan Mahimi. They needed somebody that can come in and be a threat, come in and make a difference because they rely a lot on John Wall and Bradley Beal and Otto Porter. It's good for them to have some insurance policies if they get injured or even if they need to take some significant time off the court, especially in the playoffs where they play a lot of minutes. Is good in the regular season to give them rest and give them a break so you can get enough wins to help you get a higher seed in the East. Remember, the East is not as hard as it was before. There is no Cleveland. There is no clear-cut team besides Boston, but there's no clear-cut number two. Philly missed out on a lot of players. Toronto didn't really get that much better. The Bucks didn't really add no new pieces. So to me, with them adding Austin Rivers, adding Jeff Green, adding Dwight Howard, who's a significant upgrade over Marcin Gortat, this is going to be one of the better teams in the East. And remember, they have an all-star backcourt. John Wall has a whole offseason to get those knees back in shape, put some more work in, polish up some more of his game, learn his teammates, relax with his teammates, and get ready for preseason and summer camp to get ready for a season. That's going to give him enough time to get back in shape, get those knees back in order, and, develop some chemistry with his teammates, and that should be enough for them to get to the playoffs and most likely get to the second round. I can see this team going to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can continue to fill out this bench. I told you guys with the Summer League, the G League, and overseas, it's a lot of available talent for the cheap because of it's just so much players coming out in the one and done, and they're starting to become some of the better players, which open up room for the veterans to get those deals that's cheap But then again, they can still fill out a roster. Like I said, getting a Corey Brewer, getting a Joe Johnson, getting a Brandon Wright, getting a Gerald Green. These are all possible because of the one and done. Because of college, you get the sophomores, juniors, and the seniors coming out in 1 year. Then some of them go undrafted. Then you playing them you finding talent in the summer league. Then you got players that's playing overseas. So you have so many options, and we starting to see how deep the NBA is getting with talent. And I think it's time for expansion to add more teams. Just my perspective. I know it's going to add more mediocre basketball, but it's just getting overwhelming. You look at the players that's still not signed yet: Marcus Smart, Zach LaVine, Jabari Parker, Clint Capella. These are guys that you would think that be signed up right away because they're some of the best players still. But these players, Isaiah Thomas is like, these players might not even find a significant amount of money at this point. They might not even get close to what they thought they would get now because there's so much abundance of talent in the league. Like, you just paid Jeff Green $2.5 million. You're paying Dwight Howard, got traded and bought out, and you pick him up for 1, 2, or 3 million. That's basically nothing. And his value ain't that high anyway, so you're not going to be paying Dwight Howard over 15 million like you would 2 years ago or in 2015 when everybody was getting paid. Dwight Howard value might be 10 to 12 million now in the new league when he was just getting 20 million with Atlanta. So that just goes to show you that the NBA is evolving, it's changing, they starting to get more talent, and now it's time to start spreading it out, and the talent is getting spread out. Even the worst teams are starting to get better benches and better players. Look at the Nets, look at the Hawks, and it just lets you know that the talent is good, and the NBA high school players and college players are developing even faster, and they're smarter than what we thought with the one and done. So let me know what you guys think about Jeff Green signing with the Wizards. Can this be underrated? Will it be overrated? Do you think they should pick them up? Do you think they shouldn't? So you think they should have went after somebody else, or you think this is a good fit for them? Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. I'm gone, and let me know what you guys think about Jeff Green committing to the Wizards for 1 year.